what I'm hoping to do both for have somebody if you're talking.
Every time that happens. What's going on, everybody? John Bliss here with the Wasatch Way Podcast. We're excited to be coming to you live tonight from the lillypad studios. It has been a while, and we do apologize about that. We have got, both of us have been super busy. Yeah. So you guys know me, John Bliss. This is my hetero life mate, Jeremy Osman, co-host. And tonight we have a very special episode for you. We always love bringing these community involvements to you because these are the important things that you need to know about. There's nothing more important in our community than things that support our community. We have the Wasatch Back Devastation Relief. I'm not 100% sure that I spelled it right, so don't judge me. I have Alicia here, and I have Julie. Do you guys want to introduce yourselves and talk a little bit about the program? Or I can ask you a series of questions.
Yeah, it might be better if you ask me questions.
Okay, fantastic. How long have you guys been a community?
About 2 years. It'll be 2 years in August since we got approved.
Okay, so 2 years in August. So you are a nonprofit 501c3, and I've seen your guys' posts and flyers out about is it a bingo night? Mm-hmm. Well, tell us a little bit about that.
We do bingo night once a month. It is the first Tuesday of every month at Don Pedro's. They are an awesome restaurant to host us. They support us in every way. And everybody who comes to bingo supports everybody in our community.
With those bingo nights, you purchase a bingo card? How much are the bingo cards?
You get 10 bingo cards with 3 games on each one, and they are $20 for your first set and $5 for an extra book.
I can barely do one bingo card. How do I do 10?
Well, each one has a game that we do. So if you get one book, you're playing 3 games, and they're all in a row. If you get 2 books, you're playing 6 games.
Okay.
You do 3, and that gets...
I was going to say, I know even still doing 1 or 2.
But you get 6 chances every game if you get
cool.
2.
And then prizes are people in the community donating prizes and different gifts and stuff. That's pretty cool. I've seen a couple of them, and about every time they pop up, I'm like, oh, it was bingo night.
Yep.
Just like Concert in the Park.
Yeah.
Concert in the Park was last
Thursday.
night. And my wife was like, hey, gonna go concert in the park? And I'm like, it's going right now.
I can hear it from my house, and I always wonder what's going on. And I'm like, oh.
Then you realize what day it is.
Yes.
So what, I guess, well, he's messing around.
Thank you very much.
What are some of the other, Alicia, you said you'll be at the Derby?
Yes.
You'll be at Fair Days?
Yes.
Will you have a pop-up set up somewhere around?
Yes.
Let's see. Is there any other fundraisers that you guys do? Just tell us what you do throughout the year. You can start in January and go through, or start now and go through so you have the bingo the first Tuesday of every night. What other fundraisers do you guys do?
Where you're having the ATV ride and dinner in September. We didn't do it last year. We did it that was actually our first event that we ever did, was the ATV ride and dinner at the OG 2 years ago. Last year we didn't get to it, but we are doing it again this year in September.
Now, is it like a guided ride? People can show up with their UTVs or ATVs and you're going on a loop somewhere?
We just go on a loop, and then come back and eat dinner, and we'll have raffle prizes and things like that, and hopefully raise.
Yeah, we're going to probably do an auction this year. So.
Okay. So if people were trying to get a hold of you to either donate, giveaways, baskets locally, you guys have a webpage or?
We don't have a webpage. We're just on Facebook and Instagram, and they can just message us.
What's your Facebook page? Just Wasatch Back
Devastation.
Devastation. How much in the last 2 years? How many people? How many families? What do you guys do with the funds?
We give them back to the community when things have happened to certain families. Like we've had 3 house fires. We've had a family that had a was a transplant recipient. We've had a couple people in the hospital for crazy things, car accidents.
So I guess people that have some hardships and need some help, you guys are there. I was gonna say, I know, what was her name's on Sixth South,
Oh,
further up,
Cartwrights.
Cartwrights.
Mhm.
We did a little blip on them while we were here.
Is this the right thing to share?
Yes.
Okay. So
Wait.
this is a group.
It's the other one that just had, that's the old one. It's a business page now.
I will find it. You guys keep
Okay.
going.
Keep going. You're gonna make me keep talking. Okay.
So we've donated to, okay, 12 families we counted
12.
so far?
12.
So Alicia, you own a business here in town,
Yes.
and go ahead and plug that business while John's
Okay.
goofing.
Edge Artistry Salon. It's here on Main Street in Heber. So
And what do you guys specialize in?
hair, nails, pedicures, lashes, tattoos now.
Tattoos now.
Yes.
That was a big thing.
That
Getting
was a big thing.
that passed. I kind of followed it. I wanted to go that night and support everybody, but I work during the heat of the day and
Right.
go home and I sit in front of my air conditioner and don't want to move.
That was a
Now,
very
do you
long day.
have business or you just?
I have West Lane Designs and Gibbons Grooming and Gibbons Gravel and Dumping Services.
I guess we should say, what don't you do? That's an easier. So, Given Designs? Or
West Lane Designs.
West Lane Designs, what's that?
I print T-shirts and hoodies and
Oh, okay.
all,
I didn't know
all
that.
of the above. I'm
And-
the one that made we ordered them through for the, we won't go there.
I love it.
But I love designing fun things.
Okay.
And
The aforementioned stickers before we went live.
Oh, I got you.
All right.
I
So
gotcha.
what I was doing is I was adjusting settings to make sure everything got public and shared into groups. I don't know if you guys know this, but I recently took over the Ask Midway group and turned it into Ask Heber Valley, which if you're watching from there now, just so you know, Ask Heber Valley is now officially the home of the Wasatch Way Podcast. And as I run this group and make it more of a community asset, I want to bring things on and make sure that things like the Wasatch Back Devastation Relief are first and foremost in our communities there. So a lot of the posts, I'll make sure that we tag people and that they'll get bumped up, but with the podcast, making sure we're getting it out. So congratulations to that group. We're going to be forcing this podcast on you.
You poor suckers.
So now that I've got this out of the way, let me ask you, when you guys started 2.5 years ago, why? What was the purpose? Is there something that happened that led into it?
You got a tissue?
yeah, you
I-
want to hear
I
my
actually
life
don't.
story? Well, okay, so
It's okay.
Don't worry about it.
there's many reasons why. That's why I was like, I grew up in a little tiny town where everybody knew everyone. Everybody shoveled each other's sidewalks. Everybody hauled wood for each other. Everybody did everything for each other. And that town was Heber City. And now it's grown and people don't know each other anymore. And when people need help, sometimes they get it and sometimes they don't.
Right.
And I've wanted to do it for many, many years. I've almost lost my husband twice. I've had crazy things happen to me. And I know that I'm not the only one that has went through major things. And I believe everybody needs help at some point in their life, whether it's someone to hold their hand while they take their last breath, or someone just to talk to, or someone who needs some money to pay major hospital bills. And one day I was cleaning the house and I was like, you know what, it's time. I got to do something. So I got on Facebook and asked my friends and family who was going to be in on it with me. And they all came together and we raised enough money to get the lawyer fees and everything made up and start the process. And we've just went on from there.
Approximately how many families have you guys helped?
Only 12 so far.
12 in 2 years is a lot. I don't know if I'd say only on that one.
Yeah.
We've worked with people like the Horse and Many
Colors.
And
yep.
It's a lot to help even 1 or 2 families a year. So for 12 in 2 years, I applaud you. I think that's fantastic. What's been your favorite story so far running this nonprofit?
What's been yours?
I understand that the people that you guys are dealing with, it's never like a really happy, great story.
Yeah.
But is there something that you're just like, you know what, yes, this is why I did it?
I think for me is John, the one that recently lost his trailer.
Oh,
yes.
The fire.
Yeah.
Talking to him and Lex was great. And they came. I wasn't able to go next to that city council meeting, but they came and they gave back to the foundation already. So we helped them so they get back already. They're both great guys. So
They really are.
Yeah.
They are.
My car was in their shop when that happened. And I felt so bad because I called him and I was like, hey, I'm just checking on my car. And he's like, bro, my trailer just lit on fire and my whole world's upside down. And I'm like, you can keep my car.
Yes,
Like,
I don't need it.
I'm good in comparison. They are such good people there. And to talk to them the next day and see how resilient they were and just how strong foundation. Like I talked to John and he was just like, I've got no choice but to move forward. So why not just move forward? Really good people. Highway 40 Garage. If you guys get the opportunity, go support them. Not that we don't have other good auto mechanic places too, but they could use that support.
Yeah, I think, like Julie, you said, growing up in Heber, I grew up in Charleston. Most people know my dad. We won't go into that one. That's another, we already had that podcast.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's the helping. We used to haul wood. We used to shovel snow. We still try to, if I've got time here after I plow my driveway or in the afternoon, I'll go and try to help. But I was talking to, I can't remember who I was talking to this week, and they talked about, the way Heber was, or actually I was talking to a guy about the way Heber was, and he's like, well, what was it like? And I was like, 12 South didn't exist. There was a flashing stop sign right there.
We had, yeah.
The only stoplight in town was Center Street, but, Mom would send you to the grocery store and you'd come back 4 hours later and she'd be like, where were you? Well, I ran into so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so. But that's, what you guys do, what we do, what Horse of Many Colors does. It sheds a light on a lot more than what I can do myself.
We come together and we help each other out.
Yeah, that's what it's going to be. If things went to shiz tomorrow, I think there would be a lot of people surprised that people would come together and be like, okay, this is, we've got this donations here. We've got this set up here. It might take a little bit to organize, but at least you guys have like a foundation. Do you guys have how many people do you have in the group that behind the scenes?
Yes, sir.
There's 8 of us. 8 of us.
So
Bridget,
go ahead naming off Bridget,
Marini.
I
just went blank.
So we'll start with the presidents. Julie.
Okay.
Mary's the secretary. I'm the treasurer. And then we have board members, Nicole, Bridget, Destiny, Marini, and Angie.
We got all 5.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool.
I got to give a shout out really quick. Kat Petrovic commented on Ask Heber Valley. We love this nonprofit. They have the best bingo fundraiser every first Tuesday of the month at Don Pedro's. Are you able to drink margaritas and have bean dip while you're doing bingo?
Yes.
This is like a heaven sent.
You know what? You just said something about needing to lose weight. Is that really going to
Hey,
help you?
beans are protein.
I said that off camera.
Oh, I was just helping you.
But I did learn a trick. If you take one of those tortilla chips and you break them in half, all of the calories fall out.
Oh, really?
Oh, hey, there we go.
Diet secret.
Did you know I camp 24/7, 365? Because when you go camping, none of the calories count either.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's camping calories.
How did you guys get connected with Don Pedro?
Well, we originally did it at Betty's Cafe at night the first year, and then when they closed down, we were in search of another place that could hold the mass
However many
amounts of
people
us.
live,
And we outgrew Don Pedro's at one time. We
Really?
had to turn people away because we filled it up one time. But we've got it figured out a little bit better. Every time we have it, we learn new things.
With Don Pedro's, they used to hold, Smiths used to have bingo night there for primary children's.
Okay.
So that's why I thought, let's with Don Pedro's.
So, I mean, what are some of the things you guys, mostly monetary donations, or are there times that you guys will take food, clothing?
We've done it all.
Where do you guys, so if you guys took clothing and do you guys have something that you put it in? Is it just go in a box and when somebody needs something
We usually just reach out when things happen and ask if anybody
has
those
anything
items and stuff. And I did get a shipping container to store some things if we needed to, but for the most part, we've not had a problem coming up with.
Gotcha. What's what I noticed just with the community, somebody reaches out. I didn't respond to it today, but I can't remember if it was an anonymous post, but somebody said, would somebody be my friend?
Oh yeah, I replied to that one, yeah.
I was like, I don't want to say got to be kind of in a weird spot to say, will somebody be my friend? I don't have any friends.
It's pretty brave of them to say, though, too.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people would be that open and honest. For people to donate to your cause, I see the Venmo QR code here, but I can't exactly pull it up. Do you know what the Venmo title says?
WDR. Hold on, I'll find it.
If anybody
Speaking
has
of
it in the
margaritas,
chat-
did somebody have one
I
before?
wish I had one before. Okay, it is WBDR-1.
WBDR-1 on Venmo. I'm putting that in the chat right now. If there's anybody out there willing to donate to the Wasatch Back Devastation Relief, I'm putting it in the chat. Bridget Nicole says, "Hi, ladies."
Hello.
Yeah, where are you, Bridget? You're
Yeah,
obviously
you are
not
in
moving.
so much trouble.
So, yeah, I got to tell you guys, Bridget reached out to me. I do a little bit of marketing. We have some marketing material going out. I told Bridget that I would donate a spot on one of our direct mailers if she would come and do a podcast. And she never agreed to come do it, but she said the podcast would be done. So everybody congratulate Bridget on wiggling out of
that one. I was just saying, little public service announcement tomorrow. I think it's at 10 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
Rachel will be doing Rachel Bothorpe will be doing the ribbon cutting on that walkable tour for the historic homes.
Oh, yeah.
That'll be
Rachel
tomorrow.
Kaler?
Rachel Kaler. I think it's tomorrow at 10.
Mayor Kaler?
I think I saw Carson Bothorpe on here. Maybe he can.
He's telling me I got a nice shirt. Asked me what's going on. Carson, we are having on the Wasatch Back Devastation Relief, and we're super stoked to have him. Thanks for the compliment. Bridget wants to know about upcoming events. We did talk about that for a second, but I want to ask again. So we do have the ATV ride that's coming up, correct?
In September, yep.
In September.
Give us a little more on that again.
I think the plan is we just do the loop from Center Creek around through Lake Creek and then come down and eat dinner and have raffles, auctions.
Okay. And for people to sign up, where do they go?
We're still working on that. But yeah, when we get it posted, we will
just watch Facebook
there,
and stuff, and then just watch their page, and they'll pop it up. And then we talked about the first Tuesday of every month, bingo nights, and then you'll be at Fair Days somewhere.
Fair Days at the market and
at
the Derby. Mm-hmm.
On Ask Heber Valley in the chat, I have tagged both of you guys just so that people have that to be able to reach out to you if they want more information or to connect. Destiny Tingy, thank you guys so much for doing this.
I do have to add, because I never get a chance to do it.
What?
Is they always bring me up when we're at bingo and everything, but I could not do this without my team. In the beginning, it was just like three of us, and it was a lot. And I just want to thank my team for everything that they do, because there's no way that we could keep up with everything.
Well, and I mean, talking before, you have 3 businesses. Alicia has a business. I have a business. John have a business. I don't have time to do anything, so I don't know with you running 3 businesses where you find the time and energy.
I don't sleep. Food.
Where you guys find the time to do this? It's amazing. I mean, people that we've had, all the people that we've had on here that do stuff. It's just I'm like, how do you guys find the time and energy? Because they said John called earlier, and I was like. He's like, said, what time going over, what time start. And I said, I'm just here, just trying not to die on the couch. So, all right, John, what else? It's a little warm up here.
Yeah, it's
Sorry.
really hot.
Lillypad Studios is more, we could do some hot yoga up here.
Yeah.
It's the ironic thing of like the cobbler's children always have holes in their shoe, and the
Yeah.
HVAC guy's building's always hot as shit.
Yeah. Well, if we were downstairs, it would be nice and cool. But Ostman's Heating and Air and Lillypad Studios will be
Yes.
moving
Yes, they will.
back over to the airport July 1st.
Okay.
Or by July 1st, we have to be out of this building. It just didn't quite work out for us here. But we're trying to build something a little nicer, have a little nicer studio that's just
Yeah, if
the
you guys,
podcast.
if anybody here has something that we can use temporarily while we get that built, we'd love to come and utilize your space. I know a barber shop has donated, said that they'd let us come into their little nice shop and use that. I do know that the Clock Tower Plaza, $75 an hour, we can go to their podcast
Yeah.
studio as well. So
I'll have to
We'll
talk
try
to
to keep this
the
going.
Mr. Barbershop and see if we could do a podcast and he'd give me a set of clippers and you're tied in the chair. That would be fun.
So you guys are officially seeing the last episode of
You could have a set of clippers and work with me, and I'm good with that. I don't have a problem.
upcoming events. As far as Nicole Keller Webb was mentioning the Derby. Are you guys gonna have a booth there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. What are you guys gonna be doing at your booth? Are you guys gonna be selling things, giving away things, or just bringing awareness?
We haven't planned that quite yet. I think we're going to be giving, spinning the wheel, whatever, and win some prizes or whatever.
Cool.
Or if you donate something, so much. Well,
We could build a big wheel and tie John to it and let people throw knives.
Why am I like the volunteer for all this stuff for you?
Are they
You're
still
volunteering
doing
me.
the dunk tank?
we're thinking about the dunk tank at the Charleston.
I'll do the
Oh,
dunk tank.
okay. I do the dunk tank.
I'll send the dunk tank for about a hour, half hour.
As I say, I'll be down there we do our cornhole tournament and stuff. So
I won't be able to be there, but I'm like.
it's on a
there-
Saturday even.
I know, and I have a family reunion that I'm in charge of. So
We won't say that I have a family dinner right now.
no, yeah, no.
Destiny Tingy says she loves you. Julie Snyder Givens couldn't ask for a better team. Nicole wants us to stop by the booth for prizes. I'm assuming she's talking about the Derby booth again. Melissa Price Davis offered Jeremy and I to set up in the building for the podcast for Body and Soul.
Oh yeah, they
Okay, yeah, we probably that would be a good one. Well, I'm hoping to do is I'm gonna buy a Starlink mobile, and then maybe through the summer and some of the warmer months we'll do lives from different places, different locations. I know the Horse of Many Colors was asking or said we could come by their booth at the Derby and do something live. So it just depends on what we can come up with and what we can do.
Nicole Keller Webb volunteered me for the wheel as well. Yes, put John on the wheel.
See, I'm not the only one.
Yeah, so Edge Artistry will be there, but also the Derby will be side by side. Same with at the Fair Days, and West Lane will be there also. So we'll have 3 up together, all 3 of us.
So if you guys are out there, guys are listening, support Edge Artistry. Now we got to go.
Artistry.
That's like artisan. I'm asleep, dude. I haven't had.
I get it.
Somebody didn't get me a Quenchit on the way here that was chock full of caffeine.
I'm on my 3rd energy drink, man. I didn't sleep last night.
So Alicia's business again.
Edge Artistry Salon.
Okay.
West Lane Designs.
West Lane Designs.
They make really great stickers super fast.
Super fast.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys remember. Well, do you want me to throw you under this bus?
No,
Okay, we'll
No.
wait.
we won't. Let's
Well,
just say
let's
I'm
wait and
willing
throw
to do
other
things
people
like
under the bus and later.
And then in December, we do the thing that
Oh,
the seniors.
yes. And December, we do Pictures with Santa and the Grinch.
Oh.
And no, I'm not the Grinch anymore. We find someone to do that. Yes. We can get you a Santa suit.
I have one.
Oh, yeah?
Or
We
a Grinch.
we could
Oh,
put your
yes.
beard
We
gray.
have the suits. We can just throw you guys in them. You can be the green guy.
Now I have an excuse
And
to
you can
stop
be
my
Santa.
diet, too.
You know, I thought about for Anna's Super Can business of
Yeah.
getting in a Grinch or in not a Grinch, a Cookie Monster.
Yes.
And being
Sesame
in the trash
Street.
can.
You'd be
Sesame
like
Street.
Oscar the Grouch?
Yeah, Oscar the Grouch.
That'd be
That's
funny.
Yeah, or
I
is
love
it
that.
the Cookie Monster? No, it is Oscar
No,
the
it's
It's
Grouch.
Oscar the Grouch,
Oscar,
yeah.
yeah.
I was thinking.
I knew
Cookie
what you were
Monster.
saying.
Yeah, see.
Somebody told me they went politically correct and made him a vegetable monster. Did you hear about that?
Uh-uh.
I'll have to go look it up. That might not be true.
It can't be a Cookie Monster or Oscar the Grouch.
Because, no, they took the Cookie Monster and made him the vegetable monster because cookies are so unhealthy for kids. This could be just something I heard somewhere.
I ate about 1.5 pounds of sugar cookies before I came here.
That's...
From Megan's.
Ooh.
No, I can't eat that many Americans. These ones were just about that big.
I was
So
135 pounds when I met that woman.
Yes, she bakes some awesome things.
yeah,
She's
she
a good
does.
cook.
I believe she's
She
making my
does.
daughter's baby shower cake.
Yeah?
Yes,
When?
the end of the month. I think. I don't know. My daughter's in charge of that one, but
Love it. I just...
He's like, when?
when?
It's
What?
Megan's-
When are we supposed
Megan's-
to do this?
Megan's making another cake. I've got to sample that.
You know how many extras I get?
Well,
Listen,
and she sends them home with you. I had a fridge full one day, and I was like, oh.
she made this gorgeous red velvet cake with a buttercream frosting the other day. And she always like skims off the top to make it perfectly level, right? And some around the edges. And then we always have the leftover frosting. And so we have what we call cake taco. And I came home the other day. I'm like, you know what? I feel so bad for the world. And I scooped up the ice cream, made myself a little cake taco. They never know the joy of cake tacos.
Oh, Carson had a good one. If you guys didn't see it, John was involved in the pie eating contest.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Jeremy was supposed to. He was asked. I volunteered my little brother, and then he didn't show up.
That's right. Yeah, I did do the pie eating contest. I got farther this time than I did last time. And it was a ton of fun. Key lime pie is really great on the first 2 bites. Once you get to about the 50th bite, it is disgusting.
So I want to discuss this more, Megan. Megan says, no, you weren't.
Yeah, she claims I wasn't 135 pounds.
You're in trouble now.
Come on, Megan. What's the truth? Tell us the truth, Megan.
Nicole Keller Webb, we are also looking for prizes for the raffle and bingo. They also accept donations to sponsor bingo night. Tell me a little bit about, when it comes to Heber Valley businesses, how much does it cost to sponsor a bingo night?
Well, it all varies. They can do whatever they would like to. We just try to keep the prizes at certain levels because we have different levels of games that we play. Some are a lot harder, and some are just the easy bingo. We spice it up.
Not only with the salsa.
Yeah.
If you're looking for prizes and donations, what kind of prizes do you look for the raffle and bingo?
A lot of people just go shopping and pick up a few things here and there. Other people make cute little gift baskets and drop them
that'd be
off.
fun. I could do that.
Gift cards.
Gift cards are
Yeah.
a big one. Anything, like I said, if you have a business and want to promote it somehow, people give us hats or shirts or different
Okay.
things like that, some supplies from their stores, things to get them in their door to help advertise for them.
Osman always spends the extra and gets the Milwaukee beanies with his logo on them. That'd be a good one for you to donate.
Yeah,
I'm
we
going to
could
go
do
ahead and
that.
tell you.
I think I've got some downstairs.
Bridget Nicole says, I will also be at, Destiny Tingy. Bridget Nicole and I will also be at the Charleston Days. Be sure to come see us. Now, is that the same Charleston Days that you do your cornhole tournament?
Yeah, it'll be the 24th.
It's actually the 19th.
Or, sorry, the 19th. It's the 24th of July,
Right.
but it's the 19th.
Pie and beer.
And
Day.
the reason behind that is when it's during the week, not everybody gets the day off.
It's true.
So, if we're trying to have family events and families there, they
And the
decided-
Derby is actually the
yeah, they
24th
added
too,
the county added another night to the Derby, so the fair days actually starts the 24th for Heber,
Really?
the first night of the Derby.
Didn't you guys go do the line for the tickets? How was it?
Not bad. They
Yeah.
did a very good job.
Anna stood in line and got some rodeo tickets, and she said it was pretty
my house is like right there, like right, the parking lot is my backyard. And I kept going out and looking and seeing the line. I was like, I'm not going to go stand there. So I should have.
Yeah, Anna stood in line and got tickets for, I think it was Thursday night's rodeo, but we're probably gonna either forego the rodeo or not the rodeo, the derby.
Bridget, cornhole challenge, us versus you, taking bets for a good cause.
Oh, there you go. I do have a cornhole board if you guys need more to borrow too.
So
got 4 over
we
there.
have 4 over there, and then Patrick Saucier that does the cornhole tournaments around the valley, he actually runs my tournament
Oh, okay.
and stuff. But I mean, if you have boards,
Has anyone ever asked him, is that how you say his last name?
that's what he told me.
Oh, okay, because that's how I pronounce it. I
Yeah, I was
didn't know
gonna
if I was getting it wrong.
say it's saucer, but I think he says Saucier.
But I would be down. I'd be Jeremy's partner. And we'll play against you. I'll take
Yeah,
bets.
we can do that.
100%. Destiny says, game on, boys. So you guys heard it here first.
That means I've got to start practicing.
I've never even thrown one before.
I've thrown them. I'm just not that good. Hence why I have 4 boards that are sitting in the
Yeah,
top
yeah,
here
that's
and
fine.
not outside.
Megan, my wife, she grew up on the East Coast. She went to Maryland for college. And I guess that's a big deal. Those Big 10, Pac-12 colleges, like they all do cornhole. So the first time I played her, she killed me, man. She did amazing.
Maybe I'll, injure my elbow that day, and I'll call Andrew Weber and have him come.
Or we could do Osman's, Tip Top, Wasatch Back Devastation Relief. There's a couple of businesses and do a little business.
I think
together.
that'd be fun to do, is get a business tournament, have everybody, kind of buy in and then donate the money.
I love it. I love it.
We're actually, me and Anna have been talking about tank tops or shirts that have the 24th of July Charleston Pioneer Day, and then having some crazy cornhole
Yeah, somebody here that can make those designs for you.
design. There we go.
Oh, yeah. See, I was brought this and then I forget. I do want to thank, these were the original shirts that we had to raise money to get it started.
Oh, okay, sweet.
That's
And
incredible.
those are our sponsors. But I thought it was fitting that this shirt on my back took the weight off someone's shoulders.
I love it.
That's good.
But these people, and there was other ones that didn't want their name on the shirt that came together to help us get it started.
Here, let me see that. I'm going to read those names if that's okay with you. The sponsors on the back are, thank you for the first sponsors and private donations from Optimal Landscaping and Snow Removal. I'm working with them right now. They're very nice.
Yes.
The Griswolds. Who are the Griswolds?
They are a group of ladies that they just call themselves the Griswolds.
Is that from like National Lampoon?
That's where it comes
Yeah,
from. Yeah,
I love it. High Mountain Construction, Sierra Excavation, West Lane Designs, Heber Valley Physical Therapy. That's
Willis.
Willis Clyde. He's a good dude. Country Gardens and Nurseries, BCM Landscaping and Snow Removal, Witt Construction, Heber Park City Appliance Sales and Service, and Edge Artistry Salon. Thank you. Shout out to those. Thank you very much for sponsoring that. Whew. I'm supposed to tell Alicia to smile from Steph Ingalls Carlson. Cool. This has been really good. We've had some good interaction. We've maintained more viewers on this one than any other podcast.
Yeah.
So, again, I can't say thank you enough for being on. Thank you for what you guys do for the community, and thank you for providing just that little bit of something special. I grew up in a really super small town. I talk about it every time, but we always had neighbors that would kind of come and help do things for others, but we never had a community like this, where it was groups of people putting forth the effort to make sure that we had each other's back. So thank you for that.
Yep, hopefully that's what I was like. It keeps going on even after we're not here.
Yeah.
But-
That's that kind of that pay it forward. I
Yeah.
mean, is what it is. And that's really what, I don't know how long we talked about this podcast before we started it.
2 years. Yeah.
And, when we were coming up with names and stuff, and he said a few things, and, we settled on the Wasatch Way. And that's why there are ways that everybody else does it, but there is a Wasatch Way, and I think that embodies what you guys do. Is it's just the way things are done, and with all the construction, all the new people move in. I always try to reiterate that it's Heber can get big, but if we can keep that same
Small town vibe.
but I don't want to say mentality because sometimes that goes a little too far with other groups. But just the small town vibe. I mean,
Help each other out.
Yeah.
Be there for each other. Check on each other.
I mean, we have we live in the old part of Heber, so we have neighbors all around us that are older. And the snow comes, and we're all like, "Okay, you go that way, you go that way." And I'll jump on my side by side and start plowing driveways or snow blowing driveways and everything. But yeah.
That's the way it's supposed to be too.
And then
plug some stickers. If you guys feel like the need to want to support the podcast, which I feel weird about now after we're having a nonprofit on, they should be supporting more than us. We do have stickers. Osman's holding the little 2-inch Proud to Be from the HV Heber Valley stickers, all white and black. We have the Wasatch Way stickers, small little 2-inch rounds, and then Living That Timpanogos Life, big, large ones. They are only $2 each. Feel free to reach out to us, and anything we make today on these stickers will go right to the Wasatch Back Devastation Relief. So go ahead and reach out to Osman for his Venmo and get him paid. We will deliver the stickers. I will personally hand deliver them to you if you are within the Wasatch and Summit County, because I am not traveling to Florida. It is way too hot right now. So we've got people tagging the correct Facebook page for Wasatch Back Devastation Relief. Don Pedros, we wanted to say thank you to them from Nicole Keller Webb. Thank you for hosting us. We really do appreciate it. And you said that's the first Tuesday of every month.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And you're getting to the point where you're having to turn away some people. I love that. I love that it's that big.
Just one time. But we've got it figured out. We can
Good.
fit,
We're thinking,
like 82 people, I think we're at. Somewhere around there.
That's a lot of
That's a
people.
lot of people.
Yeah.
It's a
and
lot of bingo.
they give you free chips and salsa and soda.
Free,
So,
yeah,
Really?
free soda.
Really?
Wow.
so we're grateful for them. So they're great to us.
Sell me less. Okay. All right. We are hitting that 45-minute mark. Is there anything else that you guys would like to say? Anything else you want to add?
Okay, she doesn't want to talk anymore. I can tell.
All right. Well, I'll say it again. Thank you guys for coming on the podcast tonight. We really do appreciate it. Anybody who's following along here on the live stream, Bridget Nicole has tagged the correct page to go and follow and make sure that you're keeping up with, learn how to connect. If you're following along on the podcast, on the audio stream, I will make sure that in the description of this podcast, whether that's on Spotify, Amazon, Apple, iHeartRadio, all the above, I'll make sure that the description has the correct link as well. So please support this. This is something that we need to make sure that we're putting forefront in our communities and being pushed. Bridget Nicole, you're welcome. Thank you. Carson Bowthorpe, you keep rocking on too. Neighbors Helping Neighbors, love you, Nicole Keller Webb. And